I'm eating candy. I'm surviving. Oh, I thought these were sweet tarts. They're Smarties. So they're a little sour. Waiting for you guys. Okay. One. I know I could probably use her. Hi, who's there? Hi, Min. I'm just getting all my stuff ready while I sit here and eat candy. So you guys voted. And this is who you voted on. Which? And that's who I'm going. Hi, Gail. Good morning. Yay! Everybody's kidding up this morning. I'm going to take the lazy way out. I'm taking the lazy way out. When I saw these baggies, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to either empty something out or I'm going to use my dollar store. I was going to say, what's stuck underneath? Everybody say hello to one another. I think I'm looking at this little frame that I have here because I got this in another thing I got in the dollar store. And I like putting whatever I'm working on inside, but she's that way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Sabrina's sticker from the release papers to make a little tag to put in here. I love doing stuff like this. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm like, why am I going to make work for myself? Because Gail just said I'm going to work out of my baggies too. Like, why am I making work for myself to, you know, empty things out and label? I'm just going to put the labels on the baggies so I know. And I went to the dollar store and got my, I'm going to have to cut this bag. I don't care though, because I want to have something inside here that I could put my, you know, my little girl in. I got my little release papers. This is the first time I'm working with release papers too. And these are cute. I got a little tip for these, so stick around. Because there was a message from Sabrina that if you use these, they're layered. And I looked and I'm like, what is she talking about? Well, you know, they're handmade. So I'm like, oh, she cut them really nicely. However, you could see, like, right, if you wanted to peel this off, you could. So I have a little tip for putting your release papers on so that they don't fray. I popped up yesterday in the afternoon, in the morning, I think it was, I popped up because Ren was nice enough to send me a canvas so that I would stop panicking because it was, my canvas was stuck on a carousel in the post office. And I've had that, you know, happen before. Min, when I work out of baggies, it saves me a step, is kitting up down storage state. Yeah. And you know how smart too, that when you kit down, you have your extra drills, you can mark them, you know what it is, and they're already in the baggies. I have so many extra drills. And, you know, you need them, you don't need them, I don't know. I was freaking out because I thought that I was missing drills out of, is she hanging up? No, she's not hanging up. One of Diamond Art Club's, what is it? Is it Diamond Art Club? Is it? Maybe not. Vision of the Past. And I'm like, oh, no, Moon Eater. I know it's Diamond Art Club, Moon Eater. And I'm like, oh God, I'm missing drills out of Moon Eater. And here I went in the closet and I looked in the box. I'm like, no, they're inside the box. So two-hand clutch. Let's see, I have a little thing here in here that I could take the sticker off. I really like this because then I put my pens in here. So your Diamond Art Club card will fit right in here. However, nothing else will. I gotta make two-hand clutch fit in here. Oh, come on. She can't go sideways. Hi, Alyssa. So it's not gonna be a full. I'll get the name in there. But I want to cut her broom off. And I can't cut off that crescent moon. That crescent moon has to be there. That's my whole jam, the crescent moon. I'm good, Alyssa. How are you? Are you kidding up this morning with the rest of us? Are you in the event? I'm hoping everyone gets their canvases that they're waiting for today, because mine said on Thursday to be delivered today and it didn't come until Friday. And you know, it's a holiday weekend. Ugh. And you know, oh, this is the diamond painting event for Witch. We have a collection of witch canvases from Kristen Block, who's the artist, and this is Diamond Art Emporium's first diamond painting event. And this is who I am kidding up. Very cute. She reminds me of Bewitched, the teenage witch. She reminds me of. And so we're just, you know, hanging out, talking. Yeah, they are cool. I'll show you the other canvas. It was a choice between the two. All right, so my two-handed clutch witch is inside her little thing here that I am going to be working on. I like having that. And then what I'm going to do, because Ren also sends you an insert. Where's the second page? What did I do with it? Probably put it on the side, but it was a bill. I list my paintings on, oh gosh, what's the name? Gems Flow. You know, when and let me tell you, I downed a 16-ounce thing of coffee this morning. 16 ounces. I was like, you got to get down the hatch. You got to be on today. There's a lot going on. I have so many things to tell you guys. I'm trying to keep it all straight in my head too, of what, you know, what has developed over the past couple of days. So I want to put this in my, oh, here's the second page. It's the first page. Yeah. So Ren gives you this too. To just have something next to you. So if you don't want to look at the ledger on the side of this is kind of small. So now I have to figure out, how am I going to, I have candy over here. This is what's keeping me going the past couple of days. How am I going to stack my baggies? I guess I'm going to have to put the labels on, huh? I'm going to put the white symbols first. I'm going to put the dark symbols last, because I always work light to dark. So I was explaining yesterday why I do that. I do this with all my canvases. This developed from when I was doing Woman in Hat with Feather Boa. And I thought I was going to lose my mind because there was so much black in that canvas. Let me see if I could turn it over so that you can see it. Yep, she's the girl up there in the hat next to the angel. And her boa and hat were so much black. And I thought, oh, this is going to be a breeze. I have all this color blocking to do. And it wasn't. I got a lesson in color blocking. And I thought I was going to go crazy because the lines start to move. That was custom made for me. I found it in the public domain. That is a Gustav Klimt. I found it in the public domain, and I had it made for me through Dreamer Designs, who has an excellent custom department. If you're looking to have something custom made, they have an excellent custom department. They will help you any way that they can. They'll send you, proofs back and forth so that you can sign off on them. And they did an excellent job. However, when I got to the background, it was the first time that I had ever really been introduced to confetti. And I thought, oh my God, this canvas is making me nuts. It's a lot of color blocking. What is this little cluster that I got, lost in? I had such a headache. And it was my introduction, to color, to confetti. And I got up from my desk and I walked away. And when I was coming back in the room and I was looking at it, I was like, wow, that looks gorgeous. Now I know why everybody's crazy about color blocking. So, not color, confetti. But I had to find an easier way to do confetti. You will be seeing me soon, Gail. Enjoy the holiday weekend and whatever it is that you're doing today. So this is two-hand clutch. Here she is. Two-hand clutch. And you could see. Good morning, raccoon eyes. Good morning. You can see how much color blocking there is in this. And Ren's symbol for black is a little telephone. You can see how much color blocking there is here. So I always start with my white symbols because your white symbols are your darkest color. And you want to start with your darkest, not that you want to. It will make any kind of confetti that you're doing a lot easier if you start with your darkest color, because that is going to be your shade color. That is going to be the color that makes your outlines. And then if you're doing all your outlines first, then you're basically just coloring in. And so it just makes confetti a lot easier. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull out my shade colors, which I'm sure these are it. My darkest colors in here are probably my shade colors, and put the stickers on them. How can I pop this down so you guys can see what I'm doing? Of course, this is the way that my tripod is. Yeah, it's not going to allow me to bend my camera down. Of course not. Why would it do that? Let's see. Go up higher, maybe. Lower, higher. Go onto a different. Maybe I just have to go onto a different tripod. Let's see. These tripods are driving me nuts. I have 3 different tripods in my house, and they're all driving me cuckoo about which one. And I still don't think I have the right one that's going to allow this camera to allow you to see what I'm doing, unless I'm sideways. Let me see here. That way? I don't know. Why would they do that? It's so annoying. Why would they make a tripod that you can only keep in a 16:9 ratio? I'm going to have to holler for my husband to bring the other tripod up. It's downstairs. Ugh. Drives me crazy. So let's see. Let's put you this way. Oh, I could put you this way. Hold on. Let's just make sure that I'm not going to be hitting anything. No. That's the way that I had it, and the pole's in the way. So freaking annoying. Oh. Anyway. So annoying. So I am going to put my labels on first. And probably you guys make sure that you have your starting photo ready for go onto the Facebook page, Witch Diamond Painting Event. Go on that page and put your starting photo up if you haven't already. If you don't have Facebook, I would say to go over to diamondartemporium.com and have Ren send an email to Ren so that he knows that you are part of the event, and we'll make sure that that's how we're going to look for your progress, and when we have gifts and event and giveaways, that you're on the wheel for that. Even if it is a non-photo photo, maybe a screen cap of the canvas we choose. What do you mean non-photo photo? Just take a picture of your canvas and put it on Facebook. Hello, Rashi. Oh, if you don't have the canvas yet, you just tell Ren, I didn't receive my canvas, so that we know that you're still going to get credit for that week that you don't have your canvas. Lyman, hello. Limon, hi. So yeah, make sure you tell him you haven't gotten your canvas yet, and then he'll look it up probably and tell you like whatever he needs to tell you about, you know, when it went out, when you ordered it. Now, I know that he put either on the Facebook page, he did, and it's not under Diamond Art Emporium. I believe it's under his name, Ren Fanning. He was like, all the orders up to August 3rd or August the 8th went out, because there was the pre-registration and ordering that was going on in July, and then that ended August the 1st. And then a few people then jumped on, and so he was, I can't remember the days that he was doing the ordering. Like, we all have our little categories of stuff that we're doing for this event. Basically, I'm like in the learning stages. This is my first event, and so I'm like, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared for all the videos that I make and the lives that I have and the talking that I do. I'm a little scared. So, you know, I'm relying heavily on watching Rich and Tammy, because they're old pros at this. Tammy is involved in so many events. They're the other co-host. You can find Rich at Speaking of Diamonds, and you can find Tammy at Diamond Painting with NMD. And there's a lot going on here. Okay, Elizabeth. Good morning. Hi, Elizabeth. I posted a picture of the one I'm doing from DAE webpage because I don't have mine yet. Probably another 1 to 2 weeks. But make sure that you let us know that you don't have yours, because if you get pulled out of a like, let's just say you win something, if you have a DAE canvas that you are, wait, I posted a picture of what I'm doing. Oh, okay, I'm getting confused with DAE, DAC. Okay, so you're good. You're good. Don't listen to me. I don't speak Spanish. No habla español. Excellent, Elizabeth. I will follow suit and do what you did. Good morning, man. I am from India. And where are you from? Please, please, please tell me. Big fan. I'm not from India. However, if my husband was here, he would be able to speak to you because he knows some of your language. Good morning, my Tracy. Can you? Well, you're doing just fine. Writing now. No, I don't know the language. I get mistaken for being Indian a lot, but I'm not. I'm Sicilian. Sicilian. Yes, I know you're from India. I am not from India. So what else is going on during this event? So I wanted to show you a few things that I received that I'm going to be working with from our sponsors, like what I'm looking at right now from Wendy K. And a lot of you went out and got Wendy K's Witch. These are all little gifts from Wendy that came with my Witch tray. So that's Tracy. So this is my Witch tray. You'll see this out. This is my Witch little trash container. But I put instead in here, I put my little placers that I'm going to be using. Wendy sent this as a gift. I love it. And like she's remarkable, Wendy. And these little trays that she made, I really, really love it. This, however, is from Tracy K. I'm sorry, Tracy's DB, Tracy's, Tracy's DP World. We love Tracy, right? I got a lot of stuff from Tracy. So I ordered Tracy's Witch's Brew putty along with this cute little lily pad. Do you know what this is? It's got a little sponge in here, and I wet this a couple days ago. So there's actually 2 sponges in here, and it is also a cover minder. And look at the little witch's hat, how cute. What you do here is you wet this, and if you have any AB drills and you use wax, and you know the AB drills and the wax just don't get along, the AB drills pull the wax out, wetting your wax. So if you have your pen and you take your pen and you tap it on here just to wet it a tiny little bit. So nice, because I was using a spray bottle. You know, you guys would see me put the spray bottle on the plastic of the, and you know, but it gets wet. So you would wet this and you would be able to pick your ABs up and you would be able to place them and they would release. I love this idea. I think it's so cute. So she's going to be out. Who don't I have? I don't have my witch drill tray yet. I think it's coming Tuesday. Yes, I bought from Wendy K, says Elizabeth. I love it, both the tray and the pot, which looks like a cauldron. It really does look like a cauldron. It really does. And it's so, is yours smooth too? It reminds me of like a gemstone. She did such a nice job on these. Look at the different color. They're just so nice. This is, and like for me, this is my first event to have all these little commemorative items from, you know, hosting my first event. I just love it. So I don't have my firefly tray. Oh God, let me see here. Tracy, my canvas is happily ensconced in New York. She's not moving at all. How about your canvas? So are you talking about Rochester, New York? Because I contacted them and there is a little form and they're like, oh, contact us in 2 days. And I'm like, no, I'm not contacting you in 2 days. You contact me in 2 days. Where is this canvas? It's stuck on a carousel somewhere. And let me tell you, that pushed it along. They must have gone looking for it, because I did get it by the end of the week, and I felt so bad because I was freaking out, and Ryan was like, don't freak out. I'm like, I'm a co-host and I don't have my canvas. And he's like, I can't send you 2-hand clutch because you maniacs went out and bought them all. and he said, I'll send you something else. So I'll tell you what he sent me. But it did help me complaining to them that I don't have my canvas. And, you know, and mine was stuck, you know, from the time that I ordered mine in July. So mine was stuck for a while. You know, it's like, this is ridiculous. And I told the story the other day of how I sent something out to the post office when I was in New York, in Manhattan. I worked down the street. And they were like, oh, no, we think it's lost. I'm like, how could it be lost? It never moved this post office. I brought it here. It's in here somewhere. I literally had them moving the sorting machine, and there it was. It fell off the sorting machine, and it was stuck to the wall. So you just got to get a little crazy. So Ren sent me this one, and you guys voted on which one you wanted me to do. And you guys love the little ghost, and I love him too. And I love the two witches having a conversation. They're telling a story, and he just looks like, you know, this happened to me too. Let me tell you about it. I understand exactly what you're saying, even though you're not looking at me. I'm going to butt in, and I'm going to get in. I'm going to get in this conversation here. I just love him. I think it's adorable. But you guys voted on 2-hand clutch, because you guys went out and bought 2-hand clutch, and you're like, I know you guys like to diamond paint along with me, and so I get it. So she will have to wait. And, you know, I don't want to say that this canvas is going to be easy because it's a lot of color blocking, because I just told you I almost lost my mind with color blocking. I was ready to just sit with that canvas. I was ready to just sit here and pull my eyelashes out. Okay, so what else did I get for the event? I got Tracy's, you saw Tracy's little lily pad, and here is her cute little putty. You know what it reminds me of? Was it the Hot Tamales candy that, and I'm eating vintage candy here too. Was it the Hot Tamales that smelled like cinnamon? That's what this smells like, the Hot Tamales. This is Tracy's cute little bat. Witch's Brew. Scented Putty. Tracy's DP World. Visit our sponsors. So I have that. Now, Firefly is making our tray. It moved to another place in New York. So it moved out of Rochester and moved to another place in New York. I wish I knew someone else who bought and received the Garden Witch, because then they could give me the numbers and I could at least start to kit up. Min, you're not kitting up out of your baggies? I don't understand what you're saying. Elizabeth said, yes, mine is smooth, talking about this little trash tray, little cauldron from Wendy K Designs on Etsy. Oh, you're moved to Jamaica, New York. It's getting there. Michelle Hunter. Hello. Hi, Michelle. Mine as well, Jamaica, New York. I'm kitting up a DAC kit, drills and chills, because I can't lay idle. I don't blame you. And you can use your DAC for this event. It doesn't have to be a Diamond Art Emporium canvas. However, if you win something and you are working on a Diamond Art Emporium canvas, your value of whatever it is that you won, like a gift card, I believe, Ren, is doubling. That is so smart, Tracy. I've been doing extra work on my drill storage to keep me busy. Thank you. Hi, Cynthia Lifestyle. Hello, how are you? So, yes, so pretty. Min, for kitting up, I use 3x3 baggie, and I punch cardstock to tuck inside and a sticker to paste on the outside, so I don't know which colors are. Yeah, you're so smart. I was doing that with I would buy index cards, and I would put the index cards in there. Thank you for reminding me what I used to do. I would put index cards in there. I'm very good. I would put index cards in there to hold the baggies up. Thank you, Min, for jogging my memory. And so I get 4x5, I think, index cards. I might have some already cut up. And you just slide them in there so that they stand up. So these are my darker ones. I should start putting these labels on, but I was telling you what I'm using. I didn't get my Firefly drill tray yet. I think it's coming Tuesday. Firefly is one of our sponsors, and they did make a drill tray for us. Now, I'm a Firefly fan, so I will be using my Firefly. I bought this a few years ago for drills and chills, and it's from, it was branded with Leopard Leatherworks, but it is Firefly, and I got these two together as a kit. Look at how great, look at how beautiful these still are. This is my favorite diamond painting pen. I love the weight of it. I couldn't tell you, what is this, like 1 bump, 2 bump, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was already made. It was sold as a kit, and it also came with a wood tray. And on the back side of the wood tray, Leopard Leatherworks was branded, because Leopard Leatherworks also does branding, like ornaments and stuff like that. Really, this is a Nano Inferno. I've used this tray to death. I love the color of it. I'm going to be using this until my green one comes, which will absolutely match this pen. That's what I love about this pen. It's gold, it's purple, it has the leopard spots in there. It's so cool. So you should know. Good morning, Cheryl. Oh, before I forget, I was 5 Below the other day, and I saw a picture book on Gustav Klimt, and Van Gogh, and I thought of you. I love Five Below, though I did my last little haul at Five Below, like where I got this at, which I just cut the little sticker out because that's who I'm working on now. I bought my husband that clock that tells you read out the time, and it's not working. It's not working. It's like every other word lights up. I'm like, oh, tries to be just, oh, and I spent like 20 bucks on it, you know. So it didn't come with an AC adapter to plug it in. You had to use batteries. I'm like, but we have an AC adapter that we can put in, and it's still not working right. So, okay. I'm just going to put the baggies in a baggie slot container I have that I love. I'm trying to finish up a budget kit before I get my Emporium canvas. Well, that's what I've been doing because my brain is fried. So you guys know I finished the Raven. This is a Michael's Make Market kit. And I finished and sealed my chandelier. She really came out. When I was doing this and I was on top of it, I really didn't like it, but I really like it now. So this is going to be for a journal, and this is going to be for a journal. I really like these little kits from Make Market. They kept my brain busy. Sometimes you got to just switch off to a smaller kit because it's like, ugh, you know, it's all I can handle. And I got done also Franklin from the Peanuts gang. He got done. Franklin got done. And then I had my camera and I was scanning over the Peanuts gang of all the little Peanuts that I got done, like Snoopy and Woodstock, and Sally and Linus, and Lucy and Marcy. And as I was scanning with my camera, Snoopy is missing a drill. And this is the tip that I give you guys. Use your cell phone camera. Even if you're not a creator, even if you don't have a channel, when you open up your canvas, look at it with your camera. Use your camera if you can't see symbols. We all go out and buy magnifying glasses and lights and stuff. You usually have your cell phone right near you. So use your cell phone. The magnification on your cell phone is excellent. So use that as a way to see something that you can't see. But do a little short video. Make believe that you have a YouTube channel if you don't have one, and say, this is my canvas, Diamond Art Emporium. It's, you know, what is this here? Ren usually puts it right on top. Two-hand clutch. It is a 40 by 50. He puts it right on here. 40 by 50, 60 color round. And then go through your colors, because if you're a stasher, and we all are, we all have our stash kits that we have, you're going to have a record of what you actually received, especially if you open it up and you want to know what was in there. Now, I have a kit. It was 2 years old, and I opened it up because Leanne from Diamond and Doxy said, Elisa, you have a mermaid. You come and join us. I think it was either Mermaid or Mermaids in Magic. And I was like, oh, okay. And when I opened it up, I was like, I got drills missing. Are they in the box? They weren't in there. They weren't in anything else. I'm like, was I walking around? I opened this up, but I didn't use it. I went back and looked at my unboxing, and I'm like, I never called those four. I never called out these 4 colors. So they were never in the packaging. And I had a couple other problems with packaging. I'm like, how am I running out of drills? Did I misplace them? You know, and it was like, I needed these many drills and I got these many drills. So keep a record for yourself if you're a stasher of what you're actually receiving. And I think maybe because I'm a visual learner, I like having a little clip of my unboxing that I can go back and refer to. Now, I do use Gems Flow to keep track of my drills. And this is what I like about what Ren does. He doesn't just put a second sheet in there for you. He is telling you, number 1 is this symbol. This is the DMC code. There's 25 drills in this bag, and its weight is 0.13 ounces, and there's 1 bag. And I'll go and look at this color and be like, oh, what number is it? Well, I have 223. So let's say 223 has 66 drills in there. There's probably more than 66 drills in there. Probably going to get extra drills. But I have one bag of this. But I'm still going to have an account of what I opened up here. I did my unboxing yesterday. So it's a good little tip for you. Baggies in this. Oh, before I forget, I'm at Five Below. Okay, who else is over here? Salam. Good morning, Cheryl. Where is what? Where is this? We're in the East. I'm on the East Coast of the United States. The event is Diamond Art Emporium. .com, or you can go to Diamond. You can go to Witch. Here's the name. Witch. You can go to the Facebook page and look at all. But if you go to Diamond Art Emporium, you're going to see all the different canvases of all the different witches. This one's mine. Oh, wow. And did you buy it? Who am I missing here? Hello from Nepal. Hello. Gotta get my husband here. Awesome. I can't even get my Michael's order. Well, I would say, like these canvases that came from Michael's, I would say, order them online. Tell them you're coming to pick them up, because these were almost gone when I got there. And they would only allow me to buy one of each kit. So I was lucky I got my hands on one. For the Halloween ones, I got also the Alice in Wonderland. Those they allowed me to get two, and I sent one to Ange because she likes Alice in Wonderland. So she's always doing so much stuff for me. And that's within Canada. I was up all night ordering the goodies from all the sites you recommended. Too much fun. That's great. It is so much fun. This is the first time I really got involved, not only in the event, but I'm like, when I would watch everybody, I'd be like, I don't need that. I have that. I don't need that. I have, but it's so much fun to get event stuff, like get it all like together. So we went through Tracy, we went through Wendy K. I was telling you guys, Firefly, it's probably going to come Tuesday, but I have plenty of Firefly. Of my Fireflies. So until they come, you'll be seeing those out. But I'm going to use this one. It's still my favorite, the one that came with my Leopard Leather Works. And I will have Carrie from Leopard Leather Works on one of my lives. And they're going to be turning a pen that I believe you could. I talked to her at like 2 o'clock this morning. I didn't even talk to her. I got to the text messages at 2 a.m. And it was Kristen, who's the artist, that said, Elisa, meet Carrie. Carrie, meet Elisa. And Carrie was so sweet that she's like, oh, I remember Elisa buying this tray and this pen. And she talks about it all the time. I certainly do. This pen to me is like a jewel setter. It's the way that it fits in your hand. It's the weight of it. I guess you would call it a medium weight. And this is what I want to ask Carrie. When you look at a pen, a blank that you want to buy, and you just don't know, like, what are the bumps for? How many bumps should I get? What does it do? Does it make one side heavier or lighter? Is it balanced all the time? This pen for me is so balanced. I really love it. I really love this pen. And I'm so excited to introduce her. So I want her to go through, what it is when you get a pen turned. What would be suitable for you, and whatever, charms or challenges you have. Now, for me, you guys know I usually hold all my pens in my other hand, because sometimes I switch off. I'm like, okay, this is getting heavier. But I don't think I really ever switched off from this pen. This was it. When I start working with it, this was it. And it's like easy to turn when I got to go from a multi-placer to a single placer. This has always been the pen that I use to set my enhancement drills. So she's going to be here. They're going to be turning a pen. We're going to have a live. I believe that the other sponsors, Tammy, not the other sponsor, the other co-hosts, Tammy and Rich, they may be interviewing some of our sponsors, but they're actually in a meeting right now. I see the messages coming up, and I'm like, I'm here having a live, but I see Kristen, Rich, and Tammy are in a meeting. Hi guys, I'm over here. So I'm going to be using my leopard I was saying leopard Leopold. I don't know where I got that from. There's my little trash tray that's inside here. And I love this because it not only had a trash tray, but it had a little pen holder too. And it's my Firefly, look, from using it so much. And I won't give it up. I'll never give it up. I'll glue that right back down. I'll never give it up. It's like my favorite tray. So she will be here. I would keep on top of, I'm trying to see when Carrie is available. Now, the only thing that I told Carrie out of all the things that I'm learning about being a host to an event, and the one thing that is stressing me out is the wheel. Because I've never used a wheel in real time. Like, if we're going to have, we're going to give something away and it's for whoever is there. It's like, how do I get these people on this wheel? Like, I'm in the middle of talking to you or doing whatever I'm doing. Like, how do I get who's here on the wheel? So we're going to work that out. And maybe Carrie will do it on her end since she's giving away the pen. And we're going to be in a live together. So it's going to be both of us on YouTube. So she'll be able to see who's actually there for the live event and throw everybody in. I've seen her do it because I've watched a few of her. I'm watching messages come up of the meeting. I've been to a few of her pen turning. You know, there's so many diamond painters that you want to catch their live, or, you know, people that you buy from that you want to watch how they do something. And I have to say that when Leopard Leatherworks is turning a pen, and I said in my message yesterday to Carrie, I'm like, you're going to know a lot of my members and people that are my audience too are also your audience, because it's so fascinating to watch a pen just go for, what do they call it? I'm going to call it like I know that that's not the name. Things just go right in and out of my head. So she has like, just like a slab of a blank. It's a blank. And then you watch it get put on the, all these questions will be answered when I have Carrie in front of me. A lathe? Is it a lathe? And so it's going to be an education for me too, and watch them turn the pen. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait for that live. Okay, what else is going on here? What are you guys doing? Cheryl's ordering all the goodies. What are you doing, Auntie? Okay. Oh, that chandelier is awesome, as well as the Raven. I should order those. They aren't available at my, what is going on with Michael's? Are they independently owned now that they don't have the same thing everywhere? Oh, I'm not selling homemade items. Tracy, I've been so tempted to order that kit from Michael's Canada. Our store didn't get that stock. Why? Tracy ordered the one that I have. Angelina. Hello. I used my phone camera. I'm over here showing. Did I have something from Angelina that I wanted to show? My desk is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I will tell you what was fun about these kits that I got. Michael's gave you a toolkit with orange wax, an orange pen, an orange cushy, and an orange tray. It's the little things that make me happy. You know, how cute to get this like little Halloween-y kit. So cute. So what else did I get? What else do I have for my, oh, Elizabeth said, I used my phone camera last night on the canvas I'm working on, and 2 drills looked green instead of yellow. Come to find out, there was some art dot putty stuck to them, or a fiber of some sort. I'm telling your phone camera. I use a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Now, they came out with the 24, and I was like, this is crap. How do you come out with a new model and it's crap? So I stuck with my S23, and my son was even like, don't get that S24. Wait for the 25. I love my S23. The storage on it is unbelievable. The magnification, the night camera. You guys that follow me on my Facebook page saw the picture that I took of the crescent moon. You could take a picture of the moon with the Galaxy. It's like you're there. It's like you landed on the moon. Mine are coming from Nova Scotia. That's a place that I really want to see. They didn't have any there. Show up close looks great. Wait, show up close what? Tell me what you mean. That, or did you mean the, because I didn't, is it this? I had this out. I had this out. What else did I have out? She'll let me know. Angelina, let me know. At least I see that many people have posted their canvases, but we aren't supposed to actually start till Monday. Is that right? Now, even I'm confused because in the original rules that we had, it said no new start. That's what it said. You didn't need a new start. But I guess maybe if you took a picture of where you were, that would be the, I know everybody is just itching to get their stuff done. I'm going to do, they're actually in a meeting. I'm watching the little notifications come up of, I could see partially what they're talking about. So I will post in my community post and on Facebook and on Instagram if you could start your camp. But I believe that no one's starting until Monday because it says no new start needed. And it also says you didn't have to do a witch. It also says that you didn't need a Diamond Art Emporium canvas. It also says that you can double dip and use your canvases in other one. Of course you can. You can use your Diamond Art Club into our event too. But there was like a special bonus if you used a Diamond Art Emporium canvas. Okay. Where is your pen from since I'm new here? This pen is from Leopard Leatherworks, and they are going to be on a live with me. I'm going to be meeting with Carrie, and she is going to, I think that she has a blank for which they have beautiful pens. They really do. And this was a kit for, I think, Drills and Chills 2023. I bought this, and it came also with a wood tray that had branded on it the Leopard Leatherworks logo on the back, and that's now my pen tray. It's downstairs, but it's a beautiful set. It goes with practically every canvas that I have, and that's what, when I buy, I kind of buy pens that are going to go with every set. This is from Flawa, Flawa. They are not a sponsor. This is just someone that I buy from on Etsy. But let me tell you, she's heavy. And so like when I paint and like I need a flat brush or a round brush or a fine brush, she comes out when I'm in a tight space. But then so does this too. This is really good for tight spaces too. I call this my jewel setter. You know, I love this pen. So, but this one, sometimes you want to feel something heavier in your hand. And when I ordered this, Stacy, the owner, said, Elisa, you just ordered my favorite pen. But I ordered it because it will go with every canvas that I have. That's about how curated that I get. I can't complicate things. I have to make things really easy on myself. So speaking of Flawa, again, she's not a sponsor, but when I had this out, I was like, let me go see what Flawa is doing on Etsy. And she had these cute little trays. I guess it's going to look backwards. It's a little Ouija board. I just thought this was adorable for like my little Michael canvases, my Michael's canvases. See, here's her name on this. I don't know if it'll come up. Flawa. So that's on there. And if you wanted to order the pen that matches it. Now this pen is light as a feather. And I like a small pen sometimes. Has the matching gemstone and some crystals on there. It's just a fun, if you know, everybody has different, means of buying things. You know, if you just want something that's fun and inexpensive and you want to have something that matches your canvas, these were really fun. I think I have her bill here. Okay, so this, I also got her cover minder because I love the crescent moon. So the cover minder was $4. The Spirit Board Diamond Painting Accessory Kit with the cover minder, Halloween Spooky Planchette Seasonal Item Tray and Pen Set was $35. Now, I know I probably don't have, because I bought this separate. I bought the moon separate. That was $4. And so I think, did I bring up What else came with this kit? I don't think I did. Spirit board diamond painting accessory, drill trays, pen cover, pen cover minder. I know that there was a cover minder. This is not a cover minder. There's not a magnet in here. That would have been a cool idea, though. She would have put this as a cover minder. Let me snap this back on. There's like a little ridge. Oh, there it is. Like that little ridge that you snap the tray back in. There we go. But let me see. I know that there was a cover minder, but it's cherries. I don't know. Maybe it's not correct. This was in there, but it looked like a gift. So I don't see a second cover minder. I'm going to have to go back and look at the Etsy order. But this is her. And she's super, super fast. I mean, I ordered this on, does it say when I ordered it? It says scheduled to ship by September the 2nd. Well, I got it already. And it was shipped USPS first class mail. Order date was August 23rd. I got this Friday. Tuesday was the 26th. Wednesday was the 27th. Thursday was the 28th. I got it on the 29th. I ordered it on the 23rd. Really, it didn't seem like it seemed like a few days. So, it's just a cute little set. It was just something fun to do with my, you can really do it at any time too. You could do this, you can use this at any time with any kind of canvas that you have. Maybe I'll use this for my Raven event. I don't know. But I love the crescent moon, and it goes with this. But I also have Tracy's cover minder that is my little lily pad to wet my wax to pick up my AB drills. But I love that you used your camera and saw wax on there. I'm telling you, your cameras are, your cell phone cameras are priceless. Take it from me, who, you know, I looked at my one canvas, which was Ivan Valikovic, and I was like, what? I feel like I'm looking at like little clues in the canvas, and there are. There's little clues in that canvas. I'm not going to tell you what they are, because I don't want to, I'm not a spoiler. What else is going on? Where is your pen from? That was from Your Classic. What do you mean, Angela? What do you mean? Nicole, love the tray too. Cheryl's new. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, don't stress. It's easy to use. Leopard Leatherworks. Did I not say that? Is this an Etsy shop? Leopard Leatherworks is a .com. I think it's leopardla.com. I just did everyone's. I'm going to put a list of all the links. I went through everybody's links yesterday to shop our sponsors. I think the Michaels items for Halloween came out early July maybe, and they sold out at stores, so now have to be ordered. The pen. The pen is Flawa, Leopard Leatherworks. Starting my Christmas wish list, told husband want a new pen. Yeah, pens are a great gift to ask for. Can't wait for that live. Me too. Leopard Leatherworks is amazing. Well, I didn't decide, Angelina. The crew decided here. They decided that they wanted me to do two-hand clutch. And that's my little teenage bewitched. That's what I call her. I love her. Do you all know if the steel tips from Diamond Art Club fit into the Leopard Leatherworks pen? Well, I have a Leopard Leatherworks pen right here. And inside this little cauldron, I have a Diamond Art Club, but I don't have the screw on. And I need a little washi tape around there. That's what I do there to fit my Leopard Leatherwork and Diamond Art Club pen. Yeah, I need a little washi tape, and this is a little, I don't like that. It's a little, I don't like having that all hang out over there like that. But if I was to just use it, it would be too loose. So put a little washi tape. I'm going to take out the washi tape that I'm going to be using on my canvas too. That is a sponsor. The only thing that wasn't a sponsor was Flawa. I just wanted to get that out of the way, that I ordered that. But let me put this back on. These were like my favorite plastic skinny placers, and they were from a company called Star or Staroar on Amazon, and they're gone. They're gone. That I went looking for them, and I'm like, oh, my favorite plastic placers. They're really skinny, and they do a really good job because your metal placers don't give. However, I was talking to Kristen, and she was like, you don't notice that the ends of your Diamond Art Club tend to bend down sometimes? I'm like, no, I haven't noticed that. But then again, I don't use these as much as I use my Star or unless I have squares. So yeah, they do give a little bit. I think on my other Diamond Art Club placer, I seen that they were bending a little bit. Let me see if it fits in this one. No, don't fit in this one either. And what else was I looking at? I was looking at one of my pens yesterday. Was it this one? This one is actually clear through. So if you got this one by Flawa and you have an E pen, isn't that what they're doing now? They're hollowing out the middle so that you could put your E pen in there. So that's another plus there. This is Diamond Art Club. Let's see, this is a new one. Let's see if that goes in. Yeah, but I have a little bit of washi tape on there. And this is my 4 because Tracy tells me that she diamond paints super fast and she only uses a 4 placer. And this has been a theory of mine since I first started diamond painting, is that, and this is another reason why I like to start, or the larger the placer you have, the more you lose, like after, like I would say, the 5th drill, if you notice, you might hit the first 5 drill spaces where your drills go into that space, but as you start to get bigger placers, you always have to go back and kind of move them a little bit. And so what I would do when I had my drills in a container was I would give them a little tap just to separate them a little bit from each other. And when I would pick them up with a bigger placer and they had just a hair of a separation, like a breath, they would go into the drill spaces a little bit better. Because what's the sense of having a big placer if you have to turn it around and keep moving it? But my Star Ors always did a really good job of hitting the drill space. Don't know. And now canvases are changing. Drill fields are becoming tighter. So how is it that your placers are all going to, you're still going to have to finagle a little bit with a placer. So what else am I using? I am using, well, what am I doing? Oh, let's put you on here. Nope, there's no, put you on here. Nope. So really, like this is from Custom Pens by Cheryl. It's a rain stick. You hear that? It's a rain stick. So really none of my pens will fit you have to put that little bit of washi tape on there. And this is another pen. It doesn't have, it's not drilled all the way in. This is a 3D printed pen. I love the little skirt on the bottom. It's a comfortable pen, and I love that rain stick sound. So let's put that in there so I don't lose it. That's usually my Self-Care Sunday pen. Let's put you guys away. So let me see here. This is a custom pen by Danny. Let me see. Will you fit the Diamond Art Club pen? No. And she has a little placer in here, like almost so that your pens would fit, and that doesn't fit either. So I really don't think that any of the Diamond Art Club placers fit any pen other than their own. Let's see. This is a topper. No, that's too big. That's not going in there. Forget that. Okay, where are we at? Okay, so we went through that. Love the pen and the crescent moon cover minder. I like the Ouija tray, but not sure I want it in my house. Spooky. I know. I'm the same way. I'm the same way, and I went and got it. But the set is cute. Michelle said, yes, they do. Well, okay, going to check out their store. Thanks for answering. Is it me, Elisa, looking amazing? Must be sparkly drills. It must be this great light that I have. It's hitting me in the face. So Chris is a sponsor of the Diamond Brush. I'm glad you're here because Chris is making a ruler to fit the Diamond Art Emporium canvases. Now, I have some of Chris's rulers. I have the round ruler. It's probably not going to fit, right, Chris? Love the painting. Great choice. Thanks for showing us. What painting did you choose? I didn't choose the crew chose two-hand clutch, which is kind of cool because I have the release paper for it. But I do love the other. I love the other guy too. Gabrielle, I just saw that you were on. Gabby's in the house. White plumbing tape works well for fitting tips on pens. Good to know. Newest FAC placers fix that issue. Newest FAC. DAC? DAC. Oh, he said it already. Newest DAC issues. Fix that issue. E-pens, life-changing. I know. Let me tell you, the weather changed again here, and I was annoyed with everything. And plus, like, you're overworked, you're getting ready for the event, you got a lot on your mind, you want to get things done, you need a break, and I'm like, I cannot deal with putty and wax right now. Give me that E-pen. Love it. Hi, Matt. Hi, Matt. Hi, Chris. Nicole, good to know. Hi, Gabrielle. Missed most of this, but I agree with what I did catch. No placer is best for every canvas. Yep. Hey, Queen of Diamonds. I pop in, I watch, and then I roll right into the next one. Congratulations. Last time I actually commented where I was like, oh, I have to comment. Congratulations on hitting your 2,000 mark of subscribers. That's exciting. Chris says, yes, the designs are done. Ren gets them next week. Forget Ouija tray. I won't even use a Matt says, welcome at the door to not welcome evil into the house. I know you guys are going to make me throw this tray away. Oh, the bending issue. You're welcome. Check out Queen of Diamonds because she finds the most adorable canvases and like diamond painting companies that I'm not aware of. I'm really not. And I always find something fun on her channel. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. And then I look at the stash in my closet. But check out Queen of Diamonds. She has a great site. Jenna, yes. So where are we? I wanted to show you the washi tape that I'm going to be using from Simply Gilded. And let me tell you what I love about Simply Gilded. Simply Gilded, you know when you buy a stack of washi tape and you just get one that's gilded? They're all gilded. And I think for two-hand clutch, like this I'll use around my, this will be perfect to use around my placer. I'm going to use this one. It's the haunted, like a haunted house. You see that? Isn't that cute? Because it'll look like she's flying over a little village. I'm going to use that one. And then there was this one with the little flowers. Simply Gilded. Really pretty. I think this is the Wednesday collection. I think that's what she said. Little roses. So cute. And then what would I use for the other one? Let me see. This is really cute too. And this you can use like for like really anything, even the holidays, New Year's. That's so cute. And this one is a raven. I'm a lunatic. There's the raven right there. I'm like, it looks like an eagle. What is wrong with me? It's a raven. So we know where you're being used. This one is going to be used on this one because I'm making a journal and I want to use the washi tape for this for that also. I'm making a journal for my it's a raven. I didn't see him sitting there like that. I like that. Oh, maybe I'll use him twice. All right, so that's Simply Gilded. So what other sponsors do we have that I haven't that I'm waiting on stuff from? I just went through all there's DreamWorks, we have Chris. I'm gonna take Chris's rulers out so you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I have a whole separate tray here of Chris's stuff. That's the square. This is the round. This is the bigger one. Okay, and then you'll go over to Chris's coffee. I say Ko-Fi. Coffee, ko.fi.com / the diamond brush. So I think maybe yours is smaller than this. So this is the ruler that's going to be used for everybody wants to call me this morning. It's always family. This is the ruler that the diamond brush, Chris, who is here, made for Ren's canvas. It's a Diamond Art Emporium exclusive ruler for Ren's canvas. And he makes a square one, and then I started out with this big one. I started out with this one. This is the one that I use for Diamond Art Club. This is a Diamond Art Club ruler size. This is the one that I use for Moon Eater. This is my ruler that I use for Moon Eater. And it's going to be really exciting to get those rulers. I can't wait for Ren to get them, and we can purchase one. So try the old round ruler. Okay, so I'll do it right now. Here we go. Round ruler on my canvas. Oh, I'm sticking to the canvas. Just a hair, Chris. It's not lining up. So we're going to need them Diamond Art Emporium rulers. I'll show you here. See how I'm off. I'm off here. This one's okay. So, you know, everybody's canvas is different. And let me try it the other way. Not that I think it's going to make much difference, but nah, I'm off. Yeah, this is the round ruler, right? Because this is the square. It'd be really funny if the square fits. It'd be really funny. Come on. Oh, it's so sticky, this canvas. Nah, not gonna work. Just for giggles, let me try this one. Nah. So you know that when you buy a ruler from Chris, and let me tell you, I've seen the man work, and I've been privy to him sending me videos of how he does the math, which, yeah, forget it. And I'm not even going to go there. But then there's this little ledge here too. You see, there's a little ledge that if you even diamond paint with your easel, you can use this little edge to hold your tray. Your tray would rest there really nicely. So I'm excited because I can't wait to see the ruler. I can't wait to see the ruler. I can't wait to see the ruler. When I first used this ruler on Moon Eater, because Diamond Art Club tightened up their canvas, and I was like, I can't diamond paint without it. Moon Eater does not get worked on without this ruler. I tried. In fact, I had Moon Eater out last week, and I was freaking out because I started on the bottom, and then for some reason I think I was trying to show you guys, I started on the bottom and had the ruler this way, and then I was like, you can use the ruler this way, and went up the left-hand side without completing the end of that canvas. And so I went back to do the end, and the canvas is losing its tightness. So it's tight all the way across, and then I'm getting to that last block and the drills are gapping, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Everybody just leave the canvases alone. I know Kristen likes them. She likes the tighter canvases. But I was freaking out. I was like, because this ruler allowed me such perfect alignment in the drill spaces, and then when I got to the last box, I'm like, they're floating, they're gapping. So I'm freaking out with that canvas, totally freaking out with that canvas. I'll let you know what happens. I always do. I tell you guys everything. I spit it all out. So, oh, what happened here? Okay. So now people are texting me. Why are you not answering the phone? What do you think I do? Let me see here. Which? All right, let me see. Beautiful washi. Where did I leave off at? Holidays. Tracy, you better calm down. You got beautiful washi. Tracy, holidays. Nicole, wow, love these washis. Beautiful washi. Yeah, and we all, Simply Gilded was so nice to send the co-hosts washi, and we all got different ones. So check out Tammy's and Rich's. Happy weekend, Tracy. Try the all-round ruler. Did that. See you, Tracy. Elizabeth, love Queen of Diamonds channel. She was always working on so many canvases, and it is awesome. And her fingernails all match the canvases. Jenna. And for Jenna, this is the state of my nails. This is what happens when you become a co-host. You don't have time to do your nails. I'm busy typing. I'm like, I can't deal with nails, but I miss my nails. Which 25 for 15% off the whole store. That's at the Diamond Brush. ko-fi.com/the Diamond Brush. Thank you for all your time. You're amazingly patient and informative. This is my first event. I've been diamond painting since the earth was cooling. I've learned so much from you. Thank you. Charles, one of my new members too, so I'm always happy to hear a new member is happy to have landed here. Let me check out their store. Thanks, Diamond Brush. Never heard of it. Yes, I'll tell you, Nicole, here's what happened. I'm finally getting a vacation, and I get this email that says, can I send this to you? I'm like, I'm like in Florida brain. My husband's driving me nuts. We're getting in a car. We're driving. I'm like, what is that? Totally forgot about it. I come home from Florida. I'm looking through Instagram, and I see somebody with something like this. I'm like, wait a minute. Where did I see this before? I go back in my emails, and I see, can I send you this? And I'm like, oh, I just saw you on Instagram. And Chris was like, that's not me. And let me tell you the difference between this and that other one. And when he started to show me the mathematical equations of how he gets his to really be accurate, I was like, okay. And then that was it. That was it. You maniacs went out and bought these, and you love them. And there's a bunch of other stuff there too. If you are a vertical diamond painter like I am, you diamond paint north to south and not east to west. Chris has a tray that's north to south that I love. Check that out too. Check out the diamond trays, check out the holders, check out the little gadget that he has so that you can kit up. There's a lot of stuff on his channel. You're gonna love it. Let me check out the store. Thanks, Diamond Brush. That's what I thought. Are you talking about the canvas? What? Okay, I need these rulers in my life. Move 1 or 2 columns from the edge. I don't think that that's going to help, but I'll try it. Round ruler. I'm going to move 2. Oh my gosh. All of a sudden I went like, it looked like vertigo. It's the bright yellow. All right, 2 columns from the edge. I'm lining up with the bottom edge and the side edge, and maybe the last column I can get something in there, but that's it. So you could say like maybe this column I can get something in there, but this is off. So I'm telling you guys, you're going to get an accurate ruler when you get this one from the for Diamond Art Emporium. And they come off. And you know what this replaces? For me, it did, because a lot of my members and subscribers got more than one of this, and they just put them across their canvas, and so it replaced what am I, release paper. But you don't take your plastic off, you cover it, and you could pick these up and down multiple times. Your glue is really, you know, sturdy, but it always amazes me. Like I had one drill missing from Snoopy. So Ren changed canvases in the middle of my design, so I had to start over. I remember. That's why they're late. But they fit now. If you got an early Diamond Art Emporium round, they should fit. Yeah, I know. We'll talk about that after we all calm down about the change in the canvas. Matt, I don't understand why some canvases have different spacing in different directions. It's helpful tip to know when trying to get rulers to line up perfectly. And I think that that's because, listen, we all know that our diamond paintings are coming out of China. I don't know if there are any American-made diamond paintings from any companies that are like, we have our own plant. We're making our own diamond paintings now. I don't know. But I know what Ren went through, and we'll talk about that when the event comes, when we can all laugh about it. But in the middle of this event, it was just like, oh my God, it was chaotic. But there's so many plants in China. You know, you're going to get it's like, wait, let me put it to you this way. When I moved to New York, first of all, I'm from Philadelphia, and I used to go to a coffee house called La Colombe. Now, there's about as many coffee houses as there are diamond painting companies in China. And La Colombe was the leader in coffee. They're all over now. Now they're all over the world. They're global. And I thought that when I moved to New York, I'm thinking, I have the best coffee in Philly, but I'm moving to New York. They're going to kick La Colombe's butt. I went to every borough in New York City, and I remember coming home and telling my ex-husband, I'm going to Philadelphia for the day. And he's like, you are? I'm taking the train and I'm going to La Colombe. I'm going to drink as much coffee as I can, and I'm going to come back. And I did. I went to La Colombe. I went to Philadelphia. I'm like, what do I have to do? Take a train into Philadelphia every day? That's what it's like looking for a diamond painting company in China. You're going to get, you know, they just think like you're going to get crappy drills. You're going to get drills that have pock marks in them or holes in the back. You're going to get drills with a lot of static. You're going to get glue that doesn't stick. You're going to get glue that's over the really, you know, an acceptable line of glue. You're going to get missing patches. I once ordered from a company. I'm still not over Crafties. I don't know if they're still in business, but for me, and I don't say anything, but I look for the silver lining in everything. And the silver lining to that order was that the artist created a canvas for one of her patrons that had passed away. And everyone in the diamond painting community knew her as Red Shoes or something like that. And she created this cute little witch with a raccoon that was on her head, and she had a handbag that was a pumpkin and a big red crystal bow in her hair. And I was like, it was so sentimental. I didn't even know this woman, but I wanted to support the artist, and I bought the canvas. I forgot about it. Like 2 months later, it got delivered. This box, it looked like it was drop kicked to Philadelphia from China. Like, what is in here? How did it even get here? That canvas had all hills and valleys in the back of it. And people were telling me, like, take the plastic off, put it back on. I was trying to iron the back of it because it was all bunched up. Then I went back on to Crafties, and I was like, oh my God, you're in Belgium? Like, I ordered a canvas from Belgium, and it went, and their eyes were never on it again. So they took the order, they sent it to China, China mailed it to me, their eyes were never on it. They didn't ship to the company where the company would say, I can't send this to my customer. No. So, I mean, there's that kind of stuff that goes on where you get canvases that are crappy. You get canvases that are fraying. It is what I have learned being behind the scenes of this event and what your diamond painting companies go through to get you a really good product is absolutely mind-blowing and amazing. It's a needle in a haystack. That's the way I look at it. You know, yeah, there's a lot of coffee out there. There's a lot of crappy coffee. There's a lot of diamond painting companies out there. There's a lot of crappy diamond painting companies out there. And it's a shame for, we all have to start somewhere. And I love beginning new projects because I'm like, I don't know about this, but I'm going to know a lot when I get started. And it's a shame for these diamond painting companies that really, honestly, it reminds me so much of the pandemic too, where, landlords didn't care that, hey, we're in a lockdown. There's nobody, like, our businesses are failing. And it's like, yeah, no, well, you owe rent, so, find a way or lose your business. And I think that, it's very exciting to start a business and start a diamond painting business, but I think that there's a lot of diamond painting companies that, they don't have really good support. I think that's what I'm trying to say, from the people that they're buying from. It's like, so it's that too. It's not just getting a good product. You got to have a good relationship with the diamond painting company that you're working with. It's a lot. I've learned a lot from this whole process, and I have such an appreciation for the diamond painting companies that are out there and that are making it happen. And they're it's their livelihood. They're putting a lot on the line, which is why I always try and say something nice. But I felt that if I had to think of one thing that was a very bad experience, that was the bad experience, and I felt like they were deceptive in a way. They didn't tell me that my painting was coming directly from China, and it was horrible. And then they didn't want to back their product. I even contacted the artist to say, this is your work, and it's really not being respected. And she could have cared less. So much for that. So much for that story. But that's been my experience, and I tell you guys everything. It's annoying to a designer. Out of a square is frustrating. But I've seen multiple times. Premium and budget. Yep. The newest alignment tool has never been seen before. It's coming soon. I like a tight grid, says Gabrielle. I get so frustrated with gapping. And there's nothing more frustrating than having the ruler. And it's like so exciting. Like when you get to that point where you're filling in the last one of these spokes and you're like, oh, I'm ready to pull it off. And you pull it off, and then you're like, everything is aligned. And it's so easy now to fill in this area, this finger, and, because you have the alignment of the other columns there, and they just crunch in. And then you get to the last one, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm having floating on this. I don't even know that I did the last part of that canvas. Did I do that last part? Let me see. Yep. Here we go. I'll show you guys. Everything. So let me see here. So here's what I did with the diamond brush ruler. Now I want you to just look at my border. I have never had a border so straight in my life. And look at the alignment of my drills. They're perfect. They're perfect. This was all done with the ruler. Okay. So I'm trying to, I have things. Now I'm coming to the end here. And do you see that slight gapping in there? Even see a little bit of that red line. I'm an airhead. This is the last row that I did, and I look at how my drills are not as even as the other side. So I'm like, leave the canvases alone. So this is what I did. I put the ruler this way, because again, I'm a vertical painter. So I put it this way. And I was working my way up the side. I'm like, why was I working my way up the side? I have to go back and watch my own videos to figure out what the hell I was doing. But you could see how neat my work is with the ruler. I mean, those drills are one right on top of the other. But this last block drove me a little cray-cray. Drove me crazy. Yeah, you could see it. I could see right here the gapping in there. Not cool. Not cool. So that's Moon Eater. And then it just gives you, like, for me, it just gives me like a pain in my stomach. I'm like, am I going to spend my time now on this canvas? Though I've heard some horror stories. You know, Kristen is the artist with the witches, and she's just like, Elise, like, you're coming in, like, you know, I've been working on these canvases for a while. There have been canvases that I just rolled up and threw away, and I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, just rolled them up and threw them away. We'll go through all the horror stories when we get to the event. When we can, like I said, when we can all laugh about it. Right now, Kristen is on her way. Let's wish her safe travels. She's on her way. This girl has such an interesting background. She's on her way to judge a dog show. She's a judge in, like, the big, like, kennel clubs. So she's on her way, and she won't be back until next week. So we're going to be kicking off Witch without her. I think she's coming back on Tuesday. You know, but I really wanted to do two-hand clutch because she has a background also in NASCAR. Yeah. Watch the interview that she did with Tammy, Diamond Painting with NMD. Watch that one, and you'll get a good feel for her background with all the people that she knows and everything else. And Kristen also has, while we're talking about Kristen and Diamond Art Emporium, she has an awesome painting that she came out with called The Tribute. And she also has a series of vampires. I don't like vampires at all. But her vampires don't show their teeth. You know that they're a vampire because they have red eyes. And I love Curtis Rekovich. This is what an airhead I am. Okay, so there's a lot of my Curtis Rekovich. But that's Crimson there. Crimson's got red eyes. I think I got a vampire on my wall. And I didn't know it. But her vampires are like that. Like, you don't know they're vampires unless you're, like, stupid like me and you don't realize that vampires have red eyes. And I made up a whole story about where she was going in this winter wonderland. You know, she's a vampire. But anyway, she has a whole collection of vampires, and she has a whole collection of, pets. She raises horses that actually race. They race. They race. They're runners. Is that what they are? Racetrack? Yeah. She's got a fascinating background. So her collection of animals, of horses and of dogs. Now, Ren had a diamond painting of Kristen's on his desk when we were in the meeting about, you know, kicking this off and doing this event. And I thought it was a photograph. It was a diamond painting of the dog. Amazing. So Ren has always attracted me because he has some really great. Now that's another Diamond Art Emporium in the back. I'm getting up again. Here I go. I've been wanting to get her started. This is another Diamond Art Emporium. Look at the butterfly. She's got butterfly wings. She's got a butterfly here, the face, everything. And it's a doable canvas, but I just haven't had the time yet to start her. But I love this one. And this is, it's just under the category People. 40 by 40, 80 round. Diamond Art Emporium. It is 80 colors. And I can't tell you on here how many, but the other thing with Ren is that he always includes a lot of enhancement drills to his canvases. So you'll see that when you order from him. This is going to fall on the floor. All right, that's it. I'm the woman with no patience. She's not hanging back up anymore. And that's what's going on there with Diamond Art Emporium. What's going on here? I like a tight grip. I get so frustrated with gapping. That's Gabrielle. Thank you guys. Queen of Diamonds. Love this story. I don't even know which one I told. Elisa Crew is so supportive for me. Love you guys. Yep. Chris met a lot of people through Elisa Marie Designs, and I gotta say, I have a great crew. I have a great crew. We're like, uh, we're tight. We're tight. Like I feel like I'm hanging out with my neighbors, like, because you guys are just like, I did a pop-up live yesterday, and most of my members were here, and it was great. Um, I think I fell in love with you. I'm very serious. I'm 38 years old, and I'm Turkish. Married. Love Chris's rulers. Tracy, pew. Did somebody get Tracy's not here? I think she left. But then I want to show you guys the next tool so bad. Nicole M, show us. Well, you could go over to Chris. Chris is on Discord. Look for the diamond brush. He's always doing something. He's up all hours of the night. I'm like, oh, he's up all hours of the night. I can't even get involved because if I do, I'll be up all hours of the night. Agree, Elisa. I like the challenge. I messed up a ruler earlier this summer and had to redesign it. My community was totally understanding because the canvases changed without notice. I appreciate the support. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, is there a way to create a ruler? This is where me and Chris, this is why I don't get on Discord at night, because we would be up all night talking. Is there a way to create a ruler with multiple sizes? Maybe one of the big ones that, like, I know because we've had so many discussions. I know what the measurement difference is in between these spokes, but is there a way to create a ruler where this is this measurement, this is this measurement, this is this, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You have 14 columns here. But maybe if you had this width be a certain, maybe 3 with a certain, or 4, and then another 4 would be 8, and then put the little different measurements down here. I don't know. Maybe. Different measurement ruler. So if the first 4 don't work, maybe the next 4 work. Because you do get hooked on these. You do get hooked on these rulers once you start using them, because it's so much fun to peel them off and then just fill it in. And if you're a person like me, I'll tell you why I like it, because I can only speak for myself. If you're a person like me that looks over at her canvas and is like, oh my God, I have so much work to do. You're only concentrating on this, and you might get up, like there's so many, like I would leave this on my desk with my canvas, and I might get up in the morning and only have time to do 1 row, and that's okay, especially if you're kitted up with drill trays that are storage also. So I might just have time to do 1 row here, or maybe I'll do 4 rows but only 1 color. So it makes me feel like I did something that day. And then when I come back from whatever it is I'm doing, like, oh, let me sit back down and do this. It also keeps me focused on just these spokes here to, like I said, I'm easily distracted. I usually don't buy cover minders or even release paper, because release paper makes me a little anxious too, where I just have that kind of brain. I'm like, what is underneath there? How much is there? So when I use these, I'm only going to be using them on the row that I'm working on, because I get anxious about what is underneath and what do I have to work on. So there's that going on in my brain. That's how my brain works. But these kind of calm me down. And then when I take it off, you just have the fingers that are not as wide as the spokes, where this is 3 rows. I think this is 2 rows. And you already have these spokes that are done. And so you're basically just snapping in this here. So that keeps me focused. I like that. That's why I like the rulers. So, all right, let me see. I like the challenge. We read that. Gabrielle, Mary Brown. Hi, Mary Brown. I guess the diamond brush knows Mary. I was told diamond painting was easy and stress-free. That looks great. Oh, I guess it was Moon Eater. I'm dying to start my best friend on Monday. We're all chomping at the bit. We're all going to be up Sunday at midnight to start lighting drills. Min, Chris, it's good for our mental health. Yes, it is. The diamond brush. It looks amazing. I wouldn't have noticed. I try not to point out errors on any crafts I do. I just let others enjoy it. Well, that's true. That's true. But they're playing around with these canvases, and it's so annoying to get to the end. It's like, how did you tighten up this canvas? But then the end of it, the last block, has floating drills. Not cool. And I try and be very honest with my subscribers and members. That's mine. Also, Gabrielle seems to be one of the most popular. Gabrielle kitted up yesterday. I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking to you maniacs. I'm taking the easy way out. I'm just going to work out of my baggies. All right, now I'm getting things. This is my little tray for all my witch stuff. I am just going to be kitting up here, and Min had a really good idea. She reminded me of something that I used to do. Cut my index cards and stick one inside so that these stand up. I'm going to put these in order, but I am going to be working out of my baggies. And let me tell you, what was it? Diamond Painting Shop, when I did the moon, hers also came in baggies, and I worked out of baggies for that too. Haven't worked out of baggies, I think, since that canvas, but I'm going to be working out of baggies. I'll put these all in order when you guys are gone. I'll separate my light. I'll separate my white symbols and my black symbols and my enhancement symbols so that I know when I am looking through here how I'm going to organize this so that when I'm diamond painting, I'm not going crazy. And I like having more colors, and I was talking about this yesterday during the pop-up live. I like having more colors because I have, and that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably put my colors in order by color family. And I think when you have a family and you have multiple colors of that family, it makes your blending so much nicer. I love those subtle shifts in color where you go from like a dark coral to a medium coral to a light coral. Like, these colors are going to blend seamlessly together. I like that. Like, again, like I said, I paint, so I understand that. You know, this was once a painting or a sketch. When you get your diamond painting, it was once a painting or a sketch. And it's really interesting too, like sometimes it looks like a rogue drill somewhere, but it was probably like a paint splatter. It was probably like the brush stroke. You could almost see when you start to look at this as it once being a sketch or a painting, you can actually see where the brush stroke is. And I love that. And I get that when I separate my white symbols from my black symbols. So all my white symbols go in first because they're my darkest colors, and they create like what we used to do as a kid. When you were a kid and you used to color in a coloring book, you used to outline first, and you'll see if you do all your white symbols first, you'll create the outline, and then you start to work your way in. So if I have like the crescent moon that's going to be outlined in the dark colors that I'm looking at right now, and then I take the next color that's closest to that, it looks like a brownish border, and then I'm going to fill that in. Let me take the canvas because I have stuff on my desk. So let me take this canvas, show you what I mean here. So look at my little ghost, right? He's got an outline around him, right? And what I would do is do my outline, And then I would take the next color that's closest to that border. It's going to follow all the way around. And then when I fill that in, then I take the next color and I work my way into the middle. That's how I conquered confetti. That was my way of conquering confetti. Working the border with the darker color and then filling in the color. And then the last thing that you would see is like your lightest color, maybe your enhancement colors, maybe your AB drills are going to be in there. That's going to be what's going to be next. So let me see here. Let me put this all in. I am watching messages pop up. I don't think my crew knew that I was having a live today. I think I told Kristen because I think she's the last person that I talked to because she was getting, I believe she was getting on a plane. I don't think that this was anywhere nearby that she was having this judging that she was doing. So let me put this here. This is part of my other thing. And then what I will do on my own channel is when I decide, I guess maybe Monday, am I going to, I feel like I should have something done because you guys are not going to want to see me diamond paint this black area. Or maybe you will, because it is color blocking. So maybe we get to practice our color blocking because, you know, for as crazy as confetti makes us, I don't find color blocking to be a diamond painter's easy diamond painter. I think color blocking, especially when you are color blocking darker symbols like 939, 823, 310, your black, your deep navy blue, it's almost a blue black, and then your navy blue 823, 3799, that's a dark gray. They're shade colors. Coffee brown, ultra very dark is a shade color. When you're diamond painting those colors, your darkest colors and your lightest colors are going to show your alignment. And, you know, I do think after practicing my square drills, which was another Diamond Art Emporium kit that I got, practicing your square drills, and it's a small kit. And that little kit taught me so much about my alignment and working with dark colors and enhancement drills and working with a tweezer. It was like, I'm a tweezer girl now. I've been working a lot with a tweezer. I'll probably start a lot of this with a tweezer too, because I don't have my ruler. And even that's making me anxious because I liked starting the Moon Eater with a ruler. I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's a lot of color blocking on here. And then it kind of moves into a little bit more of the confetti because there's 60 colors in this one in two-hand clutch. What are you guys saying? Matt kitted up yesterday. Min, once things slow down for Ren, I'm going to be ordering more of Kristen's witches. So far, I have ordered 2, but I think I need 2 more. I love Best Friend. I believe that they are now on special order because most of them sold out. And I believe that maybe Ren might be doing this again next year. And I'm already giving Kristen ideas for other witches. She's like, I like your Stevie Nicks shirt I have on. I was like, I pulled out the Ultimate Witch yesterday. I pulled out the Ultimate Witch, the Stevie Nicks energy to get my canvas to me, and it came. But I was like, you need a rock and roll witch. You need a Stevie Nicks witch. Come on. What else do I want her to do? I want her to do more of the little ghosts. I think we need him. There's the other one, Precious Pets. I love too. The Precious Pets has the black cat with the raven, and I think like what her witch is like. He needs to be a companion. He needs to be a companion to her. You know, maybe riding on the broomstick next time. He needs to be a companion. And then you guys should really come up with because her witches are so personable. You look at them and you're like, that's me. I'm Woodsy Witch. I'm Literary Witch, which I like to read. I'm the witch riding around the broomstick. This reminded me so much of my childhood. It reminded me of Teenage Bewitched. So this is like nostalgia witch for me. Jay Lee is like, I'm always in the kitchen. I got kitchen witch. Or did she get potion witch? And then there was the bakery witch. I'm trying to remember them all off the top of my head. There's 23 of them. There was fire play witch, which was like a younger witch. And then there was a bigger canvas. What other? There was explorer witch with the map. Um, that was cute. I want to see somebody that's doing that. There was potion witch. She was all pink, so maybe she was making a love potion. Then there was another witch that was cooking, but she was also she was green. She had green hair. The other potion witch had the pink hair. Um, I'm trying to think of all the witches that there were. There was gardening witch. There was two of them that were in the garden, and I think one of them was like an herbalist witch. Really, really cute. So you look at them and you're like, oh, that's me. I like that. I like that. You guys should come up with. There was the dog walker witch. I seen that later. There was the storytelling witches, the two girlfriends, and there was the other witch that was just having coffee. I'm like, I need her. She's got to go in my foyer, my little coffee witch that I always make good coffee. You guys should come up with like, well, this is what I do. You know, she already has like her race car witch, which is two-hand clutch, but um what is it that you do that you can give Kristen ideas of what you want to see in a witch? Now Kristen and I have been talking a lot, and she came up with an idea, and Ren was like, you girls are on your own. If this is what you want to do, you're on your own. You guys figure it out. I'm like, I'll help you. I'll help you. So I don't know if she's going to do it yet. I don't know. But I was telling you guys that she did something called the Tribute, which is very goth. It's a beautiful Victorian book with a rose, with purple round glasses, and with a crucifix. And if you know, you know. Again, it's called the Tribute. But I believe that she wants to do a line in that vein. Not sure. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it. But I think that you guys should say, yeah, I would love a witch that maybe was working witch, boss girl witch. We have a coffee witch, artist witch, a witch that's painting, a diamond painting witch, maybe a witch that's a writer, maybe a yoga witch. I mean, come up with ideas. Let's throw them at Kristen for next year so that we can have these expanding array of witches, because they are, to me, the first thing that I thought of when I saw these witches is like, these are very collectible. These are collectible witches. I love this idea. Let me see here. So Min said she's going to be ordering more. They're going to be special order, I believe. Elizabeth, that freaked me out last night after watching your pop-up live and you mentioned Crimson was a vamp. I have her and bought her for her beauty and didn't think she might be a vampire. I didn't think she might be a vampire either. But her name is Crimson. And she's got really like red lips and look at her eyes. Let's get again. Did you take her out yet? These two by Curtis Reikovich, I always bring them out. I'm going to do what Tracy did. Tracy had hers mounted to it, and there's his other. These are all Curtis, for the love of God. I mean, really, these are all Curtis. Let me see. Yeah. So, I mean, she has like, I'll take a close-up picture and I'll post it. But for me, those eyes are not brown. Those eyes to me are reddish. But I don't know. He doesn't make any indication on there. But there was always something about her eyes that I was like, I don't know. And when I was doing these witches, I had a lot of time on my hands. I was diamond painting because I was very depressed after losing Honor. But I still say that if you could get your hands on Lilac, I don't know if she's been discontinued. Where is she? Is she over there? Is she in this shot? Hopefully she is. If you can get your hands on Lilac, I think that that is one of the most beautiful canvases that I have ever done, because there are so many pearl drills in that canvas. It's pearls everywhere. They're even in her eyelashes and in her eyebrows, in her hair, in her little muff, in her shawl, in her hair, in the brooch, weaved through the hair. That's what I wanted to do with this one. I wanted her to have all those pearls in her hair, Marie Antoinette. But can I get crimson in there? I know crimson's like on the side wall. She is a beauty. She is probably my favorite Curtis Reikovich. And I have, as you can see, I have a ton of them. I'm losing my tripod. What else? The freaked me out. Gabrielle's getting a lot more, so you guys better get together. I ordered the snowman witch. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that one. That's a cute one too. Just tell yourself she has seasonal allergies. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go look it up, Gabrielle. We up until 2 a.m. last night doing a diamond painting along. I believe it. I went to bed early because I was just drained. I was on the phone. I crammed in a meeting with Kristen while I was on my way walking to a meeting. And I came home and I said to John, let's just go around the corner and go get something to eat. And when we came home, I just crashed. And then I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, I'm not getting on with any of you maniacs because you will have me up till the break of dawn. I tried to go back to sleep. I'm excited for the event. Still waiting for mine to arrive. That's Francis. Maybe an adjustable ruler. Cheryl, I gotta run. I'll finish on the replay. Peace and love to all. Remember, if you're not in a good mood, you're not diamond painting enough. You got it, Cheryl. Thank you. Bye, Cheryl. I think I fell in love with you. I'm very serious. I'm 38 years old. Okay. I'm going to turn me into a cougar. Off topic, but this is anyone buying from DAC today. What does DAC have going on? Those troublemakers. What are they doing? I bought some ruler from, you bought some ruler from Sheen. They are metal and they are a knockoff of the current rulers, but have multiple widths in the same ruler. I will review them when they get here. Wow. Wow. I thought I had a brainstorm there. At Elizabeth, I'm going to get Morales, I hope, today. Oh, yeah, Margaret Morales. I was a big hot on Margaret Morales and kind of dropped off on it. I don't know why. I seen those, Chris, but it's just increasing row with all same spacing, so I really don't understand the concept. Elizabeth, I'm reconnecting. But they're all starting to look the same to me. That's what it is. That's what it is. I own 3 of them. The one in the mystery kit was very different. Wish we could all get that one. I think Lizette may have done that one. I saw Lizette do a Margaret Morales and it was absolutely stunning. And I was like, if I can get that one, I probably would get that one. But it's going to go in my closet because I'm literally freaking out at the number of canvases that I have. Elisa, idea of a different spacing, at least understand one ruler to kind of figure out proper size. I love working out of baggies as long as I have some container to stand them up in. So Elizabeth, Min jogged my memory that I used to cut 2-inch by 2-inch pieces of my index cards. Get index cards at the dollar store, and I put them right in my paper cutter, and then they slide right in here and they stand up. That's a good idea. Like some of the big mesh rulers have 1 row of alignment holes for other close sizes, which is helpful at times. I started with the round mesh rulers and I was liking them, and I was really impressed that when I pulled that ruler off that the drills didn't come with it. And it is fun, especially if you have the round ones, but I never really had much success with after they start to lose that spit. You start to lose the space for the drill space. So gradients and bend. Margaret Morales paints look like watercolor but finished, beautiful transitions and gradients in the renderings. It does. I bought off of Sheen maybe Margaret Morales canvases and didn't know that they were Margaret Morales, and I looked everywhere. I did a Google photo match. I couldn't find them anywhere. I'm like, there's no way that Sheen has these beautiful canvases and that they are not a knockoff. It wasn't until I went on my channel early on and someone said, that's a Margaret Morales. And I'm like, well, who's that? They're like, she's a licensed artist with DAC. And I was so profusely embarrassed, made a public apology, threw them away. Um, and it wasn't just that they copied her, the canvases stunk. I was like, this glue, I'm probably going to, you know what it smelled like? Fiberglass. If you ever had fiberglass done in your home, you're not even supposed to be in your home when they put fiberglass down. That's what it smelled like. I don't like blocking, neither do I, but it's challenging. Color blocking is not, that was the biggest misconception that I had with color blocking is that, oh, this is going to be easy. I'm going to be able to, you have to stagger your drills. Even if you're multi-placing, you can't multi-place like stamping, like a cookie cutter. You have to start at one spot and then move up a few spots, like stagger your multi-placer, because you don't want to have demarcation lines like that look like, oh, I did a row of 12 all the way across. Start here, then go up here, start here and go up here, like stagger them. Even stagger your placers, I would. I tend to work, sister, are you still here? I tend to work confetti the same way. Some art I love computer rendered crazy confetti. Some really benefits from hand rendering. All depends on the art and style to me. And Kristen, the artist, has the same opinion with computer rendering and hand rendering. I bought the tribute. Can't wait. I hope you share it. I want to see it. Hey there, Anthony. How are you? You're done riding roller coasters? Every time I see a roller coaster, I'm like, I have to send this to Anthony. I'm like, he probably knows already. But there was one that I think I did send you that was in Italy, and they were like making like this complete like death drop. Not saying hi to Anthony. Um, yeah, this has been really informative, really fun. I think I showed you everything that I bought for. I don't think I'm waiting for my Firefly tray. And I did sign up for Diamond Art Club's Drills and Chills because I love seeing everybody's canvases. I was really impressed with the Diamond Art Club Facebook page because there was one participant there that had her rendered her own artwork and had it rendered into a diamond painting, and it was really cute. She's got a pumpkin head and she's walking down the street like a badass. I'm like, this is so cute. Check it out. And I thought, what a great idea. Like I really didn't get a lot of an education with Procreate or any of the other applications because I don't like drawing with my Apple Pen. And like I see these young kids with Apple iPads and they're literally creating artwork, and I just want to go saddle up next to them and be like, how are you doing that? What are you doing? Um, what else? I would love to create. I have so much artwork that I would love to create my own artwork into a diamond painting. I think that would be fun to try once. That might be like the next evolution in my diamond painting journey where I absolutely look for something. I have so many paintings in the public domain that I have a file on. I love finding artists that aren't well known. That was like my Beauty in Violet, Paul Quinzac. He was a professor. He painted like on the side, and he painted this beautiful painting. He only has like a dozen paintings, and every one of them I would turn into a diamond painting. Absolutely, they're beautiful, but that's not what he did. He was not a painter. That was just something that he did on the side. I don't know how his artwork ended up in the public domain when he was a professor, and that was just something that he did. Oh, let me just sit here and paint this beautiful painting of this woman. It's also called Diana. It's called Beauty in Violet, also known as Diana. So, and you can see she has the quiver strapped around her back. It looks like maybe a strap to her gown, but it's actually a quiver. And I actually bought it for the crescent moon, and she's just stunningly. That had so many colors in it, and the rendering on it looks like an oil painting. I love that one. Dreamer Design did that one too. So that's like my thing. I love artwork. My husband said, you know, it's Labor Day weekend and everybody's at the shore. Maybe we should do something like go to the Barnes Museum or go to the Franklin Institute or do something like that. So I am going to go see what it is that he came up with. I think I broke a nail. I did. Ugh. See, I don't have this problem when I have my nails on. And I will see you tomorrow for self-care Sunday, and then Monday we're off to the races. I have my little girl here in her little Five Below frame. I'm gonna have my diamond pins in here. It's like a little vase, but I'm like, hey, I'm gonna use that for my diamond painting. When I get my DACs, I put them in there. Everyone, enjoy your weekend, your holiday. Check in on me on the channel and see, you know, if I get some washi tape on this canvas and some of my cute little release papers from Bee's Crafty Corner, but Bee is stuck in this tariff situation in Canada. I feel so bad because we were able to get a rush on getting these. I hope you got them if you really wanted them. And I will see you guys. You'll see a lot of me with this painting and with this event. And don't forget that I'm interviewing Carrie at Leopard Leatherworks. So be sure to catch that. I know you will, because most of you already watch when they are doing a turning a pen. So that's going to be really exciting. And I will see you, as always, in the next one. Have a safe and happy Labor Day. I'll see you on Monday if I don't see you for Self-Care Sunday. Bye.